Hi, I'm Stephanie Simpson from IECA, and I am joined by Bar Clark, who is a therapeutic consultant and a professional member of IECA. And I would just love for you to describe for families and the public, what is it that a therapeutic consultant does? How do you support families?
Yeah, it's a great question. It's one I get a lot because we do things differently than our colleagues in IECA. As a therapeutic consultant, our goal is to work with the families to eventually get the family together on a path that works for them.
And we're talking about students who might need an alternative educational
Right.
approach or might be in crisis.
Yeah, so usually by the time they come to us, they've exhausted or tried a lot of the alternatives. Maybe they've tried a different school and things just aren't working. So our overall goal is to assess where we are, to figure out what's going on, work with that family, and then get them back on a good path. But there's a pretty distinct path that you go down and that we work on. And the number one thing we really want to do is understand that this is a family dynamic issue. We're working with the family, so we're going to educate the parents as to what we're looking at. We have a team of professionals that we work with, whether it be home-based or around the country. We have a whole group of people we work with. But educating the parents on the process, working with the parents, what we're looking at, what we're not looking at, what the costs of this situation may be, and talking about insurances and things like that. And really work with the family to try to ultimately going to residential is the last year.
Right.
That's the last thing we want to do. We really, I joke with families that in a perfect world I wouldn't have a job, because we want the families to be together.
Right.
So we collaborate with the home team, and the home team can be clinicians, therapists, parent coaches.
Whoever that individual kid needs in their camp.
Exactly, and it varies for every kid. So we collaborate with that home team. What are the needs? What are the wants? Trying at home, build some scaffolding around that family, giving them the support they need, and see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And be there to support the family. We're not someone's like, okay, go, good luck. We're
Right.
working with them through the whole process.
Mm-hmm.
And then if that's not working, then it's like, okay, that just means we need more support.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a judgment, it just is. So then we start talking about what are the residential options? What are the opportunities we can have for this family to help support the family? So we build a list, we start talking to programs, we start looking who has the clinical supports that this family deserves at this point, and not having mom and dad go do that, because...
And they might not have the fluency or the terminology to have a really productive conversation, and it takes that stress off of them having a consultant.
Exactly, so, and we're able to partner with
Right.
them. And I say to my families, I know the programs, you know your kid. I need your input, you need mine. So let's partner and work together on this. And we find the programs, we build a list, we talk with the programs, we've talked with the child, what is the readiness, where are we on the journey? And once the child goes to the program, then we're talking about how long is this going to be, and support, doing weekly phone calls. So we're very much partnering with the families. Ultimately, like I said, once they're finished with that program or whatever their journey is, to bring them home.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, and I just love, other educational consulting fields have pretty defined start and end dates,
Right.
college admissions, boarding school,
Right.
whatever it might be, but you're really with the family for this journey.
Yeah,
I think that's so
absolutely.
important.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing, and if you'd like to connect with an IECA consultant who specializes in therapeutic consulting, visit us at IECAonline.com.